Big one. LifeGem makes diamonds from carbon extracted from cremated remains and locks of hair as a personal keepsake. My name is Dean Vandenbeesen. I am the Vice President of Manufacturing at LifeGem, and I'm also one of the founders. LifeGem costs can range from starting at around $3,000 and go as high as $20,000 plus, depending on the size and color of the diamond that somebody wants. We've been in business for over 20 years. We were the first company ever to actually offer this. We actually have a patent on the process of extracting the carbon from the remains. So we have a US patent on that. This is one of the early phases of the process. This is actually a particle grinder or particle crusher. We have to take our carbon samples and they have to be crushed to a very uniform particle size. So there's a couple of stainless steel ball bearings in there that crash into the material as it's shaking. And then once we're finished with this grinding process, we actually sift the carbon before it gets loaded up into what we call a high pressure cell. It's a real diamond. We're creating this diamond, basically duplicating what happens in nature. Heat and pressure very deep beneath the earth. We can duplicate that in these high-tech diamond presses. The next phase is what we call the core curing. All these high temperature cores have to be heat treated to make sure there's absolutely no moisture inside these cores. Each one is labeled with its own unique identification number so that we know exactly what sample that came from. And then once it's done curing in here, which is typically 3 weeks, then this high pressure core actually gets loaded into the diamond making machine. So this is the main part of the process. This is the longest part of the process. This is where the carbon is under heat and pressure for an extended amount of time, depending on what the family wants. And so we're getting ready to load the machine right now, as a matter of fact, and start a run here. So essentially we have a very, very large hydraulic cylinder. That's going to generate the pressure. It's going to push up. And this entire frame is going to hold all this pressure in. So the cylinder is going to push this plate, into that upper plate, so that it can't move anymore. And it'll keep generating pressure until we get up to that high pressure range of over 800,000 pounds per square inch. Out. See what we've got here. something here. And actually, there it is.
The ashes then go into a custom-made graphite crucible where it is treated and turned into pure carbon.
We provide a monthly cadence of updates, so our customers are always getting something to look forward to and getting to go on this journey with us.
Already we were starting to see this breaking of tradition and a lot of consumers moving away from having a traditional burial and funeral, but then the pandemic really accelerated that because that just wasn't even an option. So cremation has been massively on the rise. It accelerated that to a whole new level. But I think the challenge for families, particularly grieving families, is that that was their one ritual that culturally we had, is that one day event that everybody shows up and you witness somebody in what they're going through and come around them and support them. And so without that, I think there really is a need for things, experiences like ours, is just creating meaning-making rituals that help you through a grieving process.
One of our master cutters takes the rough diamond and cuts the exact shape and size out of that rough diamond.
And then we even have it laser engraved. At any point in the future,
Color, it goes to our facility where it is colorized.
then totally optional if they want our help with doing a setting, we can absolutely do that. Or if they want to work with a jeweler.
If our customer wants to do a color, we can do literally any color. A lot of people will do ones that remind them of their loved ones. So if they had blue eyes, they'll do a blue, or if they love nature, maybe a green. And then we also can support them with getting it set. Most people do rings or necklaces.
My beautiful diamond is made from my beloved husband, David Drew Bernard III. I enjoyed this journey of getting this ring made. It means a lot. The level of care that Eternova had with me is unmatched. I'm glad I chose to do this. I'm glad I'll forever have it. No matter where my life takes me, I don't know where that's going to be just yet, but wherever it takes me, I'm glad that I did this during the whole grief craziness of it all.
What Eternova does is we celebrate remarkable people and pets when they pass away by making real diamonds from the carbon in their ashes or hair. And what's really special about it is not just the diamond, but really the whole experience around the diamond creation process. It's about a 9 to 12 month process. And so as we go, we're really involving families in it. So at every point in the process, there's a bunch of different milestones. We're sending pictures and videos and updates and making it very experiential so that as they go through it, it's kind of a experience that the family, the community gets to look forward to, gets to celebrate. And in the wake of a funeral, which is just a one-day event, you really have something to kind of lean into and to find some brightness and some meaning and healing.
The cut diamond home.
At the end, when it's all done, we have our favorite part, which is the homecoming, where our team will have someone come out and actually hand deliver your loved one's diamond.